I am Aliga Lingappa, Assistant Professor in Physics, Government Postgrad College, Siriguppa. Today, I will discuss about a radioactive decay law. That means the chapter radioactivity. So, what is radioactivity? What are the types of radioactivity? What is the statement of a radioactive decay law or radioactive disintegration law? So, radioactivity means the phenomenon of spontaneous emission of a highly energetic radiations from nuclei of heavy elements of high atomic weights is called a radioactivity. That means the phenomenon of a spontaneous disintegration of heavy nuclei with the emission of highly energetic radiations is known as a radioactivity. So there are two types of radioactivities: natural radioactivity and then the artificial radioactivity. Then what is natural radioactivity? Then they give the elements, they exhibit natural radioactivity. What is artificial radioactivity? Then the examples for the elements, they exhibit artificial radioactivity. Here, natural radioactivity means the phenomenon of spontaneous emission of highly penetrating, that means highly energetic radiations from heavy elements of atomic weights greater than about 206 occurring in nature is called natural radioactivity. So that means the substances or the element they exhibit the phenomenon of radioactivity naturally. They are naturally existing radioactive elements. So the phenomenon of spontaneous emission of highly penetrating radiations from heavy elements of atomic weights greater than atomic number greater than about 206. So they are naturally existing elements, so called natural radioactivity. The elements which exhibit that property, a property of natural radioactivity, are called natural radioactive elements. So they are uranium, thorium, actinium, etc. These are the elements of mass number greater than 206. Say they exhibit natural radioactivity. So artificial radioactivity, the phenomenon of conversion of lighter elements into radioactive elements artificially by bombarding with highly energetic particles is known as artificial radioactivity. If some lighter nuclei, if they are bombarding with highly energetic particles, then those lighter elements, they exhibit the phenomenon of radioactivity, so they are called artificial radioactive elements. Such a phenomenon is known as artificial radioactivity. Examples, say isotope of nitrogen, say nitrogen 13, isotope of phosphorus, say phosphorus 30. They are called artificial radioactive elements. They exhibit artificial radioactivity, etc. Then what about radioactive decay law or law of radioactive disintegration law or disintegration? What about this statement? So which states that the rate of decay of radioactive substance at any instant is directly proportional to the number of parent atoms present in the substance at that instant. So, radioactivity decay law or law of radioactive disintegration, which states that the rate of decay of radioactive substance at any instant is directly proportional to the number of parent atoms, the number of undecayed atoms which are present in the substance at that instant. So, the statement of a radioactivity or a radioactive decay law. So then what about the derivation of law of radioactive decay? So according to the radioactive decay law, when a radioactive material undergoes either alpha or beta or gamma decay, so what we know that in the process of radioactivity, where there are a number of highly energetic radiations they are emitted, they are of three types. So alpha radiation, beta radiation and gamma radiations. So they are called highly energetic radiations. So when a radioactive element, if it emits, undergoes either alpha decay or beta decay or gamma decay, the number of nuclei undergoing the decay per unit time is proportional to the total number of nuclei in the given sample material. So that means the rate of decay which depend on the number of nuclei which are present in the given sample material. The radioactive decay law states that the probability per unit time that a nucleus will decay is a constant, independent of time. It is represented by lambda and is called a decay constant, where triple S's are there. It is not there in that point, in that place. So you can neglecting that one triple S. Say decay constant. The mathematical expressions of the law of radioactive decay is, so dN by dt is proportional to n, where dN by dt that indicates rate of decay of element is directly proportional to the number of undecayed parent atoms which are present at that instant. So then remove proportionality put a constant, say lambda. dN by dt is equal to minus lambda n, where lambda is known as a decay constant or a disintegration constant, where negative sign indicates that where rate of decay and number of undecayed atoms which are present in the sample, they are opposite in directions. That means as the rate of decay of a radioactive element increases, the number of undecayed parent atoms present in the sample goes on decreases. So further the equation 1 which can be written as dN by N is equal to minus lambda into dt. On integrating both sides, then we will get integration of dN by N which is equal to integration of minus lambda t. So then integration of dN by N, 1 by N is there, because of that say log N of base E which is equal to integration of minus lambda dt, that becomes lambda t, not dt, say that is t plus c, where c is integration constant. So the integration constant which can be determined by applying initial conditions. When it is equal to 0 and n is equal to n0, then the equation 2 becomes log n0 of base E is equal to 0 plus c. Then log n0 of base E is equal to c. Glad this is equation number 3. Then substituting equation 3 in 2. Substituting equation 3 in 2, then we will get log n of base E which is equal to lambda t plus log n0 of base E. Log n of base E minus log n0 of base E which is equal to minus lambda t. Log n by n0 base E which is equal to minus lambda t, because log n of base E minus log n0 base E which is in the form of log a minus log b. Log a minus log b is equal to log a by b. So log n by n0 which is equal to minus lambda dt. So further which can be written as n by n0 which is equal to e to the power of minus lambda t, because the base is e. Say n by n0 which is equal to e to the power of minus lambda t. So further n is equal to n0 e to the power of minus lambda t. Let this is equation number 4. This is the expression for number of undecayed parent atoms left after t seconds. N is equal to n0 e to the power of minus lambda t. So which indicates that this is expression for the number of undecayed parent atoms left after t seconds. So according to the above expression, we say that the number of undecayed parent atoms in the sample decreases as an exponential function of time. According to the equation number 4. So from equation 4, it is clear that the decay of parent atoms is exponential with the time. A graph of n against t is as shown in the figure. Number of undecayed nuclei versus time. Whatever the graph which you obtain is known as an exponential curve. So where the exponential curve which indicates that the number of undecayed atoms or nuclei in the sample decreases exponentially with the time. So, shown in the diagram. So then a decay constant lambda. Consider equation n is equal to n0 e to the power of minus lambda t. Let lambda is equal to 1 by t. Then the above equation becomes n is equal to n0 e to the power of minus 1, because where lambda which can be replaced by t, a t get cancel each other, then that becomes minus 1. So further, which is equal to N naught 1 by E. We know that the value of 1 by E is 0.3679 N naught, which is equal to 36.8% of N naught. So therefore, a decay constant of radioactive substance is defined as the reciprocal of the time during which the number of parent atoms in the substance decreases to 1 by E or 36.8% of the initial value. Where lambda is equal to 1 by T, that means decay constant of a radioactive substance is defined as the reciprocal of the time. So during that time, the number of parent atoms in the sample substance decreases to 1 by E times that of the initial number of nuclei in the substance, say N naught, or decreases to 36.8% of the initial value. So decay constant. So then the value of the unit of decay constant is per second, because lambda is equal to 1 by T. The unit of time is second, so called the unit of decay constant is per second. So note the below point. A rate of decay is independent of physical composition. That means the rate of disintegration of radioactive element, which is an independent of temperature, which is an independent of pressure, which is an independent of humidity, and chemical state of the substance. So, rate of decay is independent of physical composition and chemical state of the substance. It depends only on the quality of the material or the number of atoms present in the sample, so called quantity of the sample. So called the phenomenon of radioactivity, the rate of disintegration of radioactive element, which depend on quality and quantity of the substance, quality and quantity of the sample, the number of undecayed parent atoms which are present in the sample. So, till we have discussed about the phenomenon of radioactivity, types of radioactivity, natural radioactivity, artificial radioactivity, then a radioactive decay law, a derivation of radioactive decay law, then how the undecayed parent atoms decrease in the sample with the time, the graphical representation of number of undecayed nuclei in the sample versus time, then the concept of decay constant, then what are the factors on which the rate of disintegration depend on, so on. Thank you.